Let's load up the first scenario, because there is a campaign now. Well, there was a campaign before too, but now they have what's called a dynamic campaign. And so your units will gain experience, and it also measures their gains and losses from one event to the other, one battle to the next. So if you don't get resupplied, maybe you don't get those missiles back, or maybe you don't get those planes back. I've not played any of the new campaigns since they instituted this dynamic campaign function. So we'll do the first one and see if it's any good. We're commanding a Soviet raiding force. So we're playing the Red Fleet, baby. Playing the bad guys. I'm okay with playing the bad guys. It's fun. Isolated from war. So we're isolated from home waters, and we're being hunted. Ooh, by NATO. How dare they? Sustain our operations using very limited resources and decide when survival outweighs fighting. So we need to conserve our ammunition. Something the Ticonderoga class did not do in the previous battle. Note, this is a persistent campaign. Ship aircraft losses and weapon expenditures are tracked and will carry forward. Resupply is available at certain points in the campaign, but avoid unnecessary losses. That's what I find interesting, is we don't know the fight that's coming up next. So how much do we spend on the fight we're in now? I love that. That's kind of cool. That's a very cool thing. What Soviet sub would you be scared of to fight against? Today would be the modernized Yasin. Modernized Yasin in 2026 is a very good Russian submarine. Yep. Very good sub. Russia, they engineer good submarines, man. What can I say? The naval architects in St. Petersburg do a great job. And honestly, the craftsmen, you got to give credit to the people who put welding torches to metal and make and shape these submarines that the engineers draw up. They do a good job too. So that's the one that I'd be concerned about. All right, the year is 1985. The date is June 1st. Relations across Europe continue to deteriorate. Oh, we got some tanks. Look at this. You know I love the tanks, right? Oh, man, look at that. Oh, they're so cool. All right, what's next? Commander, what's my name? I'm Rear Admiral Sergei Andronovich Markov. Nope. I'm Rear Admiral Turkey. Rear Admiral Turkey, that's me. Hello. Hello. Do I need more letters in my name? What do I need? I don't know. Enter a name under which you'll lead the strike group. Okay. Maybe I can't have a space. Uh-oh. Okay, it lets you go on. All right, let me put the space. Let me just make it the original. There we go. Apparently it is taking it. It's just, I thought it was going to close the screen or something. Okay, here's our directive from headquarters. Petropavlovsk. Pursuant to current international situation, in accordance with approved contemporary plan directives, Red Banner Pacific Fleet, large anti-submarine ship Petropavlovsk is second to Red Banner Northern Fleet. Commander Red Banner Northern Fleet is ordered to deploy Petropavlovsk with attached forces to the South Atlantic. Okay. Commander Petropavlovsk, Rear Admiral Turkey, that's me, this guy. High Command vouches personally for this officer as highly professional, resourceful, and capable commander. That's right. I'll stop. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great one. It's right there. We already won. We just send us the medals in the mail. Yeah, I don't need a ceremony. Petropavlovsk will be joined by the following warships. Missile cruiser Varyag. That is a Slava class. Yeah, Varyag. Large anti-submarine ship Ognevoy. Experimental aviation ship. Does that mean aircraft carrier? With 8 yaks. Oh, probably not. If it only has 8 yaks, that's definitely experimental. Oh, experimental. It's the merchant ship. Yeah. And to be fair, the United States fooled around with this idea as well. But there was an idea, and I don't know if the Russian Navy ever built this, but they had plans to take off vertical launched and recovered like Harrier style planes, the Yaks, the Yak-38s, from essentially a merchant ship. But it wasn't. It had a hangar down in the deck. It was a modified merchant ship, I guess. And so they could roll them up out of the hangar onto the top side where it would look like a cargo ship, almost like a Q ship, right? And then take off. Yeah. Apparently that's what we got. That's cool. Okay, this force is designated Strike Group Malonia. The task force is to proceed under conditions of strict radio silence, avoid unnecessary contact, and must operate outside of established commercial shipping lanes. Upon arrival in the assigned area, the strike group will maintain full readiness for execution combat missions in the event of hostilities. Further instructions will be transmitted. So we're going to be sneaky little boys. We're going to take our aircraft carrying cargo ship, our large anti-submarine ship. That could be I would think that'd be a Udaloy, but we'll see what it is. And this, I believe, is a Slava, the Varyag. Is Varyag a Slava? I don't know. We'll find out. We will find out if I'm right about that. I don't know. Hostilities. Wolves of the South Atlantic. This is us. This is us. A CVE merchant. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, it's a DD. Well, if it's a DD, then it's a definitely Udaloy. The description would make it a Udaloy then. What do we got here? Okay. So hostilities have been confirmed with NATO in Norwegian Sea. Armed forces of USSR have transitioned to a wartime footing effective immediately. Okay. Attached, provide identification data. NATO merchants transiting South Atlantic towards Cape Town. That's in South Africa. Intelligence assess these vessels are intended to support reinforced NATO. Okay. They're going to go all the way around to Diego Garcia. Got it. That's their eventual destination. After destruction of these ships, rendezvous with our support element in Angola. Oh, man, where's that at? Angola. Oh, it's right there. It says Angola. Aha. Let's see. Disposition of NATO merchant group as follows. Intelligence assessment. At least 2 escorting frigates, a Knox and a Brook. Oh, submarines. Uh-oh. SS American Lynx Lancer class. Oh, SS as in steamship. I'm sorry. Yeah. Literally surface ships with merchant ships, rather. Okay. So we're to sink those 4 ships, I guess. Those 4 ships are protected by at least 2 escorting frigates. Pardon me. Okay. And that's our area of operation in the South Atlantic. We're on the western coast of Africa. And NATO's destination is eventually the Indian Ocean. So we know they're going to be heading that way. We can use that to our advantage to focus our search in that direction. This map illustrates exactly what I'm talking about. So St. Helena, UK, that probably has an airbase on it. So got to watch out for that. Let's keep an eye out to the west side. So I want to try and do some passive reconnaissance, visual reconnaissance with our Yak-38s, identify the location of this convoy, and then maneuver to destroy it. Of course, with the escorting frigates, an air attack may not be the best choice. We may outgun them. We probably do. We may want to get into a gunfight. Before mission start, you may prepare aircraft in advance. Oh, let's do that. Let's do that. How do you do that? Open the flight deck window for your units and assign aircraft as normal. All selected aircraft will be ready for takeoff when the game is unpaused. Unpause only when you've completed the preparation. Okay, so I need to click Start Preparation. Let's come up here. Oh, it's a Kashin class, and it's a Kara, not a Slava. Okay. The Varyag is a Kinda. Oh my God, I was wrong on everything. What the hell? Man, I could have swore Varyag was a bigger boat than that, but it's fine. It's fine. Holy crap, I was just so wrong. Let's go flight deck. What are my choices? Okay. Huh. I thought it says light carrier. That guy's already in the air. This guy's in the air. Cash in. He doesn't. He's got a. He can land a helicopter, but he doesn't have one. All right, so this guy here. Oh. He's already ready, it looks like. Yeah, it's ASW. Well, I suppose we could change that, right? If I click abort, can I make it a, I'm thinking strike with a fab bomb. He would not survive that. Close support. Yeah, he would be better off with rockets than a, I mean, a fab bomb is big. It'll do the job, but you got to be like right over the target as a helicopter. That ain't gonna work. All right, let's ready that. Okay. So that should be ready, I guess. And then this one, this is the ship I'm talking about. This should have all the yaks. But whenever I click on it, and I right click, and I go to flight deck. Oh, it does say 8. Okay. So what do we have here? We have yak to waiting. Like, I don't want to abort these because these are already done. Anti-ship and strike position. That's perfect. ASW Hunter. It is the Americans. So they probably do have a submarine around. I'll keep one helicopter in the ASW loadout. Okay. I'm not going to change these. I like those that are set up. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look at the big picture here. All right. So we have one helicopter that's ASW, I assume. What is his loadout? He has no weapons. This guy's strictly reconnaissance. Yeah, he's got the Big Bulge. Big Bulge B, surface search radar, which I don't know if I want to use that. There's the VTOL. Okay. What's his altitude at? He's at 20,000 feet. So he's up there. And I want to change the map colors just for me. I don't see this light very well. I see this much better. Just personally. All right, I think we're ready. So Varyag. Varyag is a cash-in, it says. Good Lord. I'm going to have to Google that because I remember this name assigned to somebody totally different. It's quite possible more than one ship has the same name, too. That's Americans do that. I'm sure the Soviets do it, too. All right, let's unpause. Here we go. Oh, my God. All right. Whoa. All right, Wolves of the South Atlantic. A flash directive has just come in. The world is at war again. Strike Group Millennia is now uniquely placed to disrupt NATO commerce and draw away critical resources from fighting from Europe. Okay, that makes sense, yeah. These ships are U.S. flagged and carrying war material to base in Diego Garcia. Use the assets at your disposal to locate and sink them. Some American escorts are expected to be present. Petropavlovsk must survive, which I believe is the Kara. Kara must survive. Now, everybody's got their radar off, right? Let's just double check. I'm going to click on everybody and make sure radar's off. Nobody's rotating and radiating anything, including our radar plane. Okay, good. Everybody's off. Everybody's off. All right, so there's a helicopter up there. We know he's hostile. Right away, we know that. Right away. All right, I want to bring him over here. I'd hate to lose this guy, but we might. What I don't want to do is turn on his radar anywhere near my position. So he needs to get his ass over there. All right. Mission update. Commander, please note that this campaign uses persistent mechanics. Unit losses, damage, and ammunition expenditure will carry forward. Your orders involve long-duration commerce raiding. Plan engagements carefully. Preserve your missiles. Yeah, I agree. Preserve the missiles. Your cruiser carries SSN-3 Bravo launchers, which will be rearmed between missions. So we can use the SSN-3, which is... This is the Kara class. SSN-3 has 80 surface-to-air missiles. Of this variety, the range is 30 nautical miles. So let's put a 30 nautical mile range around my fleet. Just to give me an idea of what I'm doing here. All right. Caliber, where are you going? Okay. I want to launch another airplane, if it's ready. Yep. Okay, I want you to do... I didn't think to load a Yak with an air-to-air missile, but I do have this anti-ship missile, so we can do that. I'll launch one of those. I'm just going to be very deliberate in these attacks. I intend on shooting down this helicopter. With this guy right here. He's got 4 air-to-air missiles. It's the AFID, which I think is short range, but I'm going to double check because I don't know what I'm talking about when it comes to this stuff here. That is 5 nautical miles. Yeah, it's worse than a, or shorter range anyway, than a Sidewinder. I wouldn't say worse. It's shorter. Kinda, yeah, Kinda class. Yeah, I don't know why. I remember the Varyag being a Slava, but I do. Oh, you know what? Let's get on the horn and say, hey, are you a friendly? You are. Or neutral. Not friendly. Ain't nobody friendly in these waters. Alright, so we're not going to mess with them. That's the frigate up there. Yeah, so I think we need to shoot this guy down.
Вас понял. Курс 351.
Why don't you get down to about 500 feet?
Есть занять высоту 500.
Oh, is the sun going down? What's local time? Because we're not good at night fighting. Oh, it's 0500. The sun's coming up, and it is in the east, so that's a clue. It's a clue. Yeah, thank God we don't have to worry about night fighting. Americans good at that. Soviets, not as good. Does range in your fire from higher altitude? It should, Peachy. I would think range would have a great effect on your air-to-ground ordnance for sure.
Прибыл на позицию.
I'm sorry, altitude would have a great effect on your air-to-ground ordnance. But that question you have to ask the devs because I don't know the math behind this. Behind this game. What's this here? Okay. So here, I want you. This guy's gonna run around.
Курс 100.
I just launched this guy. I'm gonna have him visually identify some of these. I'm pretty sure all of these are neutral. I'm not interested in them. We have a lot of radars going on up. Oh no. Ooh, that's not good. He's right there. Oh boy, that's not good at all. Let's get on the radio and see who he is. I'm not flying over him if he's hostile. He'll shoot my plane down in a heartbeat. If it's an American anything. Oh no. I'm not sure these Yaks even have a radar. Let's find out if they do. I'm not sure what the deal is with these things. Sensors. They have the Mark 1 eyeball. They have ECM. And a radar warning receiver. Yeah, there's no radar at all. Surface or otherwise. Interesting. If I'm not mistaken, the first Harriers were like that. Was there any radar of any kind in the first version of the Harrier? Is my question in the chat. Varyag. Was Varyag a carrier? It wasn't the Kuznetsov, but it might have been like a Kiev class. Yeah, I remember the Varyag being something other than this Kinda that we have. And it's okay for ships to have different, or the same name on different ships, but not at the same time, obviously. That would be really confusing for everybody. But keep in mind, the Soviet Navy during the Cold War was huge. They probably ran out of names. Oh my God. All right, so this guy is visual and he's not answering calls. All right, let's find out
Вас
who he is.
понял. Курс 53.
He's probably neutral. I'm not too worried about him. I am at 500 feet, so... I don't think these radars that are out here that are American are detecting me at all. I'm just curious. If this is like an American spy vessel... Oh my God, it is a merchant. Okay. What do you have? You have the anti-ship missile, right?
Вас понял. Курс 9.
That guy's going to radio this guy's position. So we can't have that. I want you to drop both of these fab bombs on that guy.
Вас понял. Атакую цель 7000.
I want you to
11.
shoot 2 just to be sure and get rid of that.
Вас понял. Атакую цель 7000. 9. Залп.
And again, I'm trying to get this guy over here out of the way. You know, I want him to light off his radar, but I want it to be over here. But this merchant just radioed to all of his American friends that, hey, this yak just flew overhead. You know, we got this bad guy out here. This is the yak that got spotted. He's going to take out a helicopter. I'm going to see how this works. Some of these missiles are really bad at taking out helicopters over water at low altitude. I have no idea if this missile's in that category or not. It has no gun either. Like, the only weapon this thing has is whatever it has on its wings. Yeah, these 4 missiles and that's it. So. Oh my God. Okay, he must see him. Oh,
7000.
got him.
9. Уничтожено.
Take that, capitalism. That's right. Let's go back and make another 5-year plan. All right, that pissed off all the Americans for
Вас
sure.
понял. Курс 135.
Let's come back up to 3,000 and 6,000
И
feet.
занять высоту.
One thing that these
6000.
planes have is very short legs. Oh, and that helicopter's going to be replaced. So that means we got to replace our guy. Let's go ahead and start preparing an air-to-air forger. Let's prepare 2 of them. Ready them up. I'll probably only launch 1. I want 2 ready. And this guy, he's got these 2 fabulous bombs here. He's going to drop them on that merchant. I do like the idea of doing commerce raiding. It's a very World War I and World War II thing. It's essentially what the U.S. Navy submarines did in World War II as well. Even though we did obviously attack ships and more ships, in the Pacific Theater, we wanted to sink the Tokyo Express, supplying all the island chains between the Philippines and Okinawa and all the way down into Borneo. I'm assuming this ship doesn't have any point defense. I'm about to find out if I'm wrong. So, will 2 500-kilogram fabs, basically bombs, be enough for a merchant? Probably not.
Прибыл на позицию.
We'll see what happens here. We have a new ESM contact. I'll take a look at that in a minute. I want to see how this attack goes. See if he has any kind of defenses. We don't necessarily need to sink him as much as we need to disable his engines. Like, Yeah, hit the superstructure with a couple bombs, right?
Бомбы сброшены.
Возвращайся на базу.
Oh, we might get secondaries on that. Yeah.
1011.
Okay.
Поражена!
One that is a lot of explosives, but he had explosives on board, so that's all that took. Oh, well, hello. Helicopter is was replaced awfully quickly. Ah, these guys are coming at us now. Okay, be careful, be careful.
Вас понял. Курс
This guy's a
200.
warship.
90.
Ooh,
8.
look over here. Okay, okay, okay. I'll tell you what, let's come down this way. We don't need to get any closer. So let's take our whole fleet and just reposition to the south. Let's head straight south at high speeds, 17 knots. What's his speed? 26 knots. That's definitely one of the escort frigates. Faux show. So how are we going to sink him? What do we have that can go toe-to-toe with a, what is it, Knox class and a Perry class, right? I think that's what the briefing said. Knox is pretty tough in a gunfight. Do I want to spend anti-ship missiles on him? Not really. I can't outrun him, though. That's the problem. He's faster than we are, so we are going to have to engage him, I think. Okay, we're up at 6,000 feet. What's he at? Well, we're not sure. So, this guy is kind of way out of position, isn't he? There might be somebody over there that's worth taking a look at. So yeah, I'm just being very judicious. Let's go ahead and launch. I know that it says 2 ready to launch. I only want to launch 1. Is it going to launch 2? It looks like I'm going to have to launch both of them. I'm not going to launch that one. Let me go ahead and... can I retool him for anything else? Let me go ahead and abort this, just so I see what the options are. Yeah. I can do rocket. Alright, I'll try it. I'll ready him up with some rockets. I wonder what the precision strike is. If I go to Forger Precision Strike, what does it say? Oh, it doesn't have it as an option. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and launch that just to see what the hell it is. I'm going to try and do an attack on this Contact 12 here. Oh, jeez. Okay, we're ready. We're ready. Alright, let's move in and go low. I'm going to get back down to 500 feet. I think this is an American destroyer, or frigate, rather. It's a frigate. And so is this guy. But look at their range. Like, if they get a good radar return on us, they could probably shoot us. Yeah, that's what, 14? What's the range of the Sparrow? It's like 10 miles, right? Wow. Yeah, we just got to be careful. Oh, no, he's turned around. Okay, okay. Let's not go after him then. That guy's bait is the way he's behaving. What's this? Oh, he's sunk. Okay. This guy's coming in on us. He's trying to get radar lock. If these guys get a radar lock on us, we can expect harpoons. And that's not going to be good for anybody. Let me just temporarily raise him up to 6,000 feet. I'm going to turn his radar on for just a moment. Get a good picture of where, especially this contact is. So I bet you we have to sink it. Let me just turn him on briefly. Oh my god, there's so many contacts. Many more than I expected. I'm gonna do radio calls real quick on them. Find out who's who in the zoo here. I bet you that's our fleet. That's we gotta probably sink these two right here. This guy's probably nothing. He's going the wrong way. Alright, turn the radar off.
Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
Look how far this guy's come in just that short time. Well, he did have an AoE, so that's not fair. I still know what he is, though. I'm probably gonna have to put a weapon on that. What's the range of my SN3 Bravos? Let's go here. Ooh, engage with. There we go. Salvo of at least 4. Oh, wow. He's well within that range. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. So I'm going to expend 4 missiles on this target.
Есть. РЛС надводного обнаружения включены.
How many do you have? He doesn't have many. Okay, I'm going to do it. This is an expenditure of missiles I don't expect to get back.
Вас понял. Атакую цель 7000.
Shoot all 4 of them.
Залп.
I'm going to keep the radar on until these missiles are in flight. That's my plan.
Прибыл на позицию.
Let's verify his speed was 26 knots. No, it's 9 knots now. Wait a minute.
Прибыл на позицию.
Oh, that's another one. Oh my god, hold on.
Ракета выпущена.
I got a little confused there.
7000. 12. Вас понял. Курс 208.
I didn't realize that I was confusing those two just for a moment. That's 2.
Ракета
There
выпущена.
they go, there they go, yep.
7000. 12.
Come on. Alright, that is. Now turn off that radar.
Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
So now I know that I gotta destroy that one. Is he within gun range? No. Alright. Loitering, we've got air-to-air. Let's put air-to-air asset right
Вас
here.
понял. Курс 86.
This guy's air-to-ground.
Вас понял. Курс 50. Прибыл на позицию.
That's a merchant, so I don't want to waste a missile on him. So I'm going to, I guess we're going to take one off that has a bomb. I put a bomb on a helicopter, didn't I? Close air support. Let's launch him. These either bombs or rockets. We'll do that one. Yeah, whenever it comes to these merchants, I'm not going to waste a missile on them. But I'm convinced that that's a warship. He was doing 26 knots. And he still is, so, yeah. We'll find out if I was wrong here in just a minute. Over these... That's the oil spill of the ship we bombed a minute ago. Look at these old missiles here. Alright, it's transitioning. This is the terminal phase. Contact lost. Oh shit, turn it back on.
Есть. РЛС надводного обнаружения включены.
Can those missiles get mid-flight updates? Oh no. Now we had contact all the way up until after they were launched, but I have this little countdown timer that says no target info. That's not good. In 90 seconds, is it going to just destroy itself? Oh, no. Well, it's going to be over in less than 90 seconds anyway, so... But that's something to keep in mind with these missiles. I guess you got to keep the radar on the whole flight, maybe? Oh. Got that one. Got him. Right, so we got a little bit lucky there that we took out the Nox as early in the match as we did. He's toast. That was the Garcia. He gone. Okay. So Caliber Flight 5, this is my other air-to-air flight. They're at 2,000 feet, that's fine. Let's move him up to
Вас
here.
понял. Курс 54.
Am I missing a... No, I'm not missing a flight. That guy's loitering. I want to shoot down this guy, but he's too far away. Let's go turn that radar off again.
Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
What do we got here?
Вас понял. Курс 86.
Caliber Flight. Okay, this is my other... So Caliber Flight 5 is what? Oh, God. What weapons do you have? I can't... It's not saying. That looks like an anti-ship missile. This one has air-to-air. So... What's this for? Caliber Flight 3? There it is. What's your altitude? You're at 2,000 feet? Excellent. You come over here.
Вас понял. Курс
I need somebody to shoot down this freaking
94.
helicopter, so that's kind of what I was doing. I don't like that. It does say AS-7, by the way, right there. Those missiles probably don't come back. So I'm not too interested in expending them at this point. I thought I might have to use those on the Garcia, and I don't. So let's loiter your happy rear end right here. What's this guy doing? You. Get over here.
Вас понял. Курс 85.
He's got some rockets. Probably not going to be enough to sink this dude. But I should be preparing. Yeah, there it is. This is the guy I want to send out after that merchant. Okay, cool.
Прибыл на позицию.
I am going to try the rocket attack just to see if that's effective. I don't expect it to be.
Вас понял. Курс 193.
Which fuel do you have left? He's doing all right. I don't want to spend any more ammunition on these warships if I can help it. I want to save those missiles for the next battle.
Прибыл на позицию.
This guy has his radar on. He's probably the Perry. He's probably the escort. What happened to that one? He just disappeared. Let's turn our radar back on just for a minute.
Есть.
See if
РЛС
he- yeah,
надводного
okay, he's still
вооружения
there. He's still
включены.
there. Alright, so everybody's there. Everybody's there. Okay.
Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
And we're just going to keep doing that. Good lord, I'm just trying to get away from that sound. You know what? At this point, go
Вас
ahead.
понял. Курс
RTB.
90. Возвращаюсь на базу.
That was our initial cap flight. Yeah, this guy is playing bait. That's why I'm not chasing him. He's doing like a little, you know, northeast to southwest bar. Search right there. And I am going to take out this helicopter. This is the one that could give us problems if it sees us. Yeah, let's read some chat here. Hey, hey, Rosie is, oh, here and gone. Okay. This must have been lunchtime. Yep. Just a flop. GG. Yeah. Oh, no, the Rumble stream terminated early. That's not good. Can I reset it? It says it's live again. Alonzo, tell me if it's not live now. I can reset it on this end if I need to. What is this guy doing? Oh, joining formation. Okay, hold up. Wait a minute. Why? I want you to break up this formation. Leave formation.
Вас понял. Курс 165.
I want you to... Let's come out of time compression. Let's turn our radar back on.
Есть. РЛС надводного обнаружения включены.
Please, select it. Thank you. And then engage with your FAB 25.
Вас понял. Атакуют цель 7002.
So that's the Brook for sure. Oh, it's another Nox. How about that? Oh, it's a Brook class. Okay. Brook class designed for anti-air warfare. A derivative of the Garcia anti-submarine frigate. Oh, we don't want to get near this thing. We also don't want to shoot missiles at it because it's very good at defending itself. It has 16 surface-to-air missiles that are very accurate and long range. My goodness, 25 miles. My God. How are we going to take care of that? I don't know. Let's put a 25-mile box around him, though. 25 miles. I'll make it 24. All right, we want to stay outside that. And you can see that the two targets we have are well inside. Watch the bombs, watch the bombs. Yeah, there we go. Bye-bye, Mr.
Прибыл на позицию.
Yeah, you're on fire. Yeah, sure. Good job, us. All right, he's going to return to base. That's good. Oh my gosh. Caliber Flight 3, I want you to fire one missile. Go to flight lead here. Flight lead. Engage one missile, single shot. Right here.
Вас понял. Атакуют цель 7000.
This assumes that they know where that helicopter is. Alright, so while he's looking for that, I'm going to turn the radar back off again.
Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
Do you know what I can do? I can outgun him. We should detach our warships and go beat the hell out of that Burke. Yep. I won't fight his fight, which is an air fight. We are a strong surface flotilla. So let's go beat him up.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
Oh, he's down low. What am I doing? Oh, no.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
Bingo fuel already. No. Oh, man. All right, so I kind of messed that up. That's not good. Who else do we have? Oh, shoot. All right, everybody's got the wrong loadout. Yeah, let's go ahead and bring you guys back to base 2.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
And you too, son of a gun. There it is.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
Okay. I'm going to break him off from formation. Leave formation. Leave. Please. Okay, now he's on his own.
Вас понял. Курс 200.
I'm going to take my ships that have the guns, and we're going to go beat the hell out of the Americans. So what I did is I separated the aircraft carrier, and that's in big-ass air quotes, away from the gunfighting platforms we have. So now we have two elements, essentially.
Вас понял. Курс 61.
And I'm going to go destroy this frigate.
Есть. РЛС надводного обнаружения включены. Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
Oh, they're turning. Okay. So I need to get another surface. Man, I got 2 planes with air-to-air missiles in the area of this guy, and they run out of fuel right as soon as I want them to attack. That's just really bad timing on my part. Let me see if I can get another one in the air before these guys start landing. Once these landings begin, it's going to take a long time to get another one in the air. But I don't know if I have one that's even ready. I don't. I have this one that's going to be ready in 3 minutes. Oh, I do have one that's just sitting there, but he's not ready for anything yet. Let's go ahead and launch one if it lets me. 3 minutes and 3 minutes 20. Okay. Okay, 3 minutes is less than 3 minutes 20. I just need to put a weapon on this helicopter before he sees us. Honestly, if the Brook shoots his harpoons at me, I think it's only going to be 4 from the box launcher, right? Pretty sure it's only 4. He doesn't have harpoons at all. Oh, yeah. Now, he does have this 127 millimeters 5-inch gun with 450 rounds. That will do some work. But that's a 9-mile gun. I'm tempted to put a circle around that. And I think we're just going to go over there and beat the hell out of him. That's the mission now. It's like rock, paper, scissors. And he's anti-air. And our ship is anti-surface in terms of ballistics. The only thing that would really ruin our day right now is a submarine. Yeah. That would really not be good. Yeah, there's a lot of aircraft turnover happening at the moment. So we'll do some time compression. It's still down. Thank you for letting me know. I'm going to reset Rumble. All right, Rumble's been reset. I will see if that makes any difference whatsoever. About the surface target range of the SM-2s. It doesn't have the SM-2. I don't think. Hold on one second. But that is a really good point that somebody in chat just made. It has this RIM 66, but that probably does have a surface attack mode, doesn't it? It sure does. It sure does. So I know it's less than 25 nautical miles. It's probably 12. Probably 12. Oh, right here it says 15 nautical miles. It's got the little chart right here. I'm glad they added that. That's really cool. It's like the missile engagement envelope is what it looks like. So 25 miles, man. What's the range of the AS-4? Is he landing? He is landing, okay. So if I look at the AS-7, that range is only 5 nautical miles. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm not taking a Yak 38 anywhere near that Burt class frigate, man. No, we will lose every one of them. None will survive. He will shoot down 16 airplanes, and I ain't got that many. Yeah.
Вас понял. Курс 34. Есть. РЛС надводного обнаружения включены.
Yeah, all these guys, based on their behavior, are neutral until otherwise determined. Including that guy. I may have to light off my radar and shoot down this helicopter. I'm trying to avoid doing that. Let's see what what does the flight deck look like? Are we... Aha, here we go. Okay, we got him, Get your happy rear end
Вас
over
понял.
here.
Курс 85.
So turn this radar back off again.
Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
Alright, so you're at... Whenever he gets close, I'm going to put him down to like 100 feet off the water, looking for this helicopter. And if we're lucky, we'll see it in time to shoot it down. But what's the surface search range of this, right here? It's 75 nautical miles. What? Oh no. We're well inside that. Holy cow. If he's up in the air at like 10,000 feet, he already sees us. My one saving grace is he may be near the water, which would extremely limit that range to very, very short range. But I'm keeping all the airplanes out of that circle. And yeah, those RIM-66 missiles will definitely outrange our guns by a little bit. Enough to matter. This is kind of a pickle we're in. I really don't want to use any more of my anti-ship missiles. But he's going to be really good at shooting them down. Alright, let's get you down to 500 feet here, sir.
Есть занять высоту 500.
And we're going to fly right through this area of uncertainty and try to surprise the hell out of this little helicopter. And the Brook isn't trying to hide his position anymore. He's got all of his radars on right now. So I don't blame him. At this point, you know, he's already lost his ASW escort. He's already lost 2 merchants. He's being smart by staying with the other 2 that he's got to protect. That's pretty smart. Alright, we're going to go down to real time now. I'm going to go ahead and give the order. This is a single flight. This guy's by himself. I want you to fly right through this area and shoot him down with 2, salvo 2.
Вас понял. Атакую цель.
Okay, so he'll speed up a little bit.
14. Залп.
This is where the guys ran out of gas last time, but they were way over here, so. Up and running. All right. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. Sorry it took me an hour to read that message. That's interesting that Rumble kicked me off. I'm thinking about changing the bit rate a little bit because I've learned streaming in 1080p, a little technical talk here, is best for everybody. And then whenever I do the videos, I can upscale them to 4K, no problem. That's very easy to do now with technology we have. So I don't need the bit rate that I'm streaming in. I'm streaming at a very high bit rate. You guys should be getting all the frames per second, depending on your internet connection, but yeah. But I should probably tone that down a little bit so it stops kicking us off certain websites. Okay, we got visual on him. Yay! Shoot him with your missiles.
Пускай тепловую.
Good luck, American.
Цель.
7014. Уничтожено.
Oh, capitalism had a bad day. All right. Well,
Вас понял. Курс 2.
oh, that's a warship too. That's unexpected. What? The hell's that? I can put some anti-ship missiles on him from the airplanes. I don't want to waste any more of my ship missiles, but I don't want to get in a gunfight against 2 American ships. That is not a good idea. Let's take a look at our flight deck, see what we got ready. I really thought that was a merchant because he's only doing like 5 knots. I had planes in the air with the right weapons to take him out, and I landed them. I should not have done that. That's okay. Small mistake. Easy to recover from. Anti-ship. I want a 2 ship because I don't know how big these missiles are. I don't think they're very big at all. And they have very short range, so we got to be kind of careful. But let's launch a 2 ship and see how we fare against whatever the hell this is. This might be the Perry class frigate that was in the briefing. The briefing had two escort ships though.
Есть. РЛС надводного обнаружения включены.
So he's doing what? 5 knots. That might be a merchant. Okay, let's turn his radar back off again.
Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
This guy's dead in the water. He could be doing a submarine search, ASW search, which would make sense if he's a Perry class. All right, so we got air defense frigate, anti-submarine frigate potentially, enemy helicopter in between the 2. I don't dare get close to either one of them. Let's start moving you back.
Вас понял. Курс 200.
This guy doesn't have much fuel left. Alright. The next event is going to be the launch of those 2 Yaks with the anti-ship missile. Whenever this guy lights off his defenses, if he has any, that will tell us what kind of ship he is. So that's kind of what I'm hoping to do with this anti-ship attack I'm about to perform, is we will learn what kind of radars this guy has. Right now, all we know is that he has a radar. You know what? Let's go ahead and land you.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
Yeah. Anti-ship is bombs. Yeah, but the AS-7 is air to surface. It's a 5-mile missile. So I'm thinking it might be the size of a Maverick, maybe? It may not be big enough to sink a ship. Yeah. I don't know. I haven't shot this weapon yet, so I'm not sure what it does. I don't have a lot of hope for it. What I want it to do is I want this contact to tell me what kind of fire control radar it has when it lights it off to shoot down my missiles. I'm still sending my boys over here at 19 knots.
Прибыл на позицию.
Kind of head them off. All right, there they go. Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, they're ready. They're ready. How much gas you got left? Not much. You're right. You're absolutely right. They are bombs. Chat's right again.
Вас понял. Курс
That sucks.
80.
I ain't got no one to bomb.
Вас понял. Курс 61.
You're absolutely right. Damn it. Okay. It is fab, yep. Damn it. Where did I see the AS-7s at? Oh, Precision Strike. That's where I saw them. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. Good call, chat. Credit to you for being right. Yep. Shoot. We're not going to be bombing a warship. That's dumb. What's an OFAB? I have no idea. I imagine it's a bomb. So, man, the AS-7. What's the SS-24? Come on, man. Would you please click it? Thank you. Right here, S-24. What is this? That's 1 nautical mile. That's a rocket, I bet. Yeah, it's a rocket. Okay. And this AS-7 is this thing. What's the warhead on this? High explosive proximity. Really small, right? Oof. Range is 5 nautical miles if you're at 16,000 feet. Oh my god. I don't know of a good answer for a warship. Now, it's possible that that ship is not a warship. Just because it's enemy doesn't mean it's a warship. Let's take our bombs over here and see what happens.
Курс 68. Есть. РЛС надводного
He's only doing 5 knots. He's
включены.
not going very far from this point. Oh, wait, what? He's doing 21 knots now. Ah, it's a warship for sure. Damn. Alright, let's try and take these guys out one at a time. Yeah, so these bombs aren't going to do anybody any good.
Вас понял. Курс 91.
Yeah, this is a rock, paper, scissors, and there's no right answer, really. Because they have rock and paper, and all I have is scissors. So how am I going to take that out? So this guy, if it's a parry, he probably has harpoon. This guy has 16 missiles he can attack my ships with at a range of 15 miles. It's damaging us for sure. Our point defense aren't going to take out hardly any of those. I need to get him to shoot his missiles at something. Something that can dodge it. What is the range of my... It's really short. Yeah, SAN-1's very short. So what I'm thinking is, I shoot my SN-3 Bravos, I have 4 remaining, at this lead ship. The Brook may try to defend that ship, because it's well within his surface-to-air range. I'm trying to deplete the munitions on Brook so I can sink these 2 vessels that are over here. I'm not even really worried about this. I could attack the Brook directly, and then I could use my airplanes to sink the vessels. That might be the better answer. I've only got... I don't expect any of these 4 missiles to make it to the Brook. But if I sink this vessel, I can outgun the Brook. This guy's got heavy-hitting anti-ship missiles, assuming he is the parry, which is what I think. Oh, so will one of these 4 missiles get through their air defense? Well, the parry air defense is good for 2 of those 4. The Brook air defense is good for the other 2 if it shoots in time. What other choices do I have? What does my Kara have? Oh, SN-14 Bravo, which I'm pretty sure is ASW. Is the Bravo variant the anti-ship variant? It might be. I feel like I'm going to be wasting too many ammunitions on this event. I do have 8 of these Bravos. Let me see. This is the anti-ship. It does both. Okay. This is what I was explaining to chat on Wednesday. It might have been a week ago Wednesday. That this one ship, one missile, this one weapon, SN-14, can do anti-submarine, anti-surface ship. It depends on what mode it's in. And somebody was telling me that it's SN-15. SN-15 is like submarine launched, I think. Yeah. But anyway, so, we're not in a rush to make this decision, but I do have to make it. I could wild weasel him. That might be really dumb. I don't know if wild weaseling a parry is a good idea. Yeah. I'll tell you, but let's split the formation. I'm gonna send this guy home.
Прибыл на позицию.
I'm gonna have this guy go right to about.
Вас понял. Курс 24.
And what's your altitude? Let's put his altitude up to 6,000
И
feet.
занять высоту 6.
I'll see if I can trigger this guy to do anything, light off any other radars. Because I might be tilting at windmills here. This might be nothing. But the fact that he spent to 21 knots, that's not a merchant. That's not a merchant. That's an escort for this fleet here. That's the Vanguard. What I'm doing, I'm waiting to see him light off a radar. We'll see a little red wedge when his fire control radar goes off. This guy's at 6,000 feet. I have no intention of letting him get any closer than that. See, semi-large, and this is very large. This is a merchant ship. This is a much smaller radar return, and he's fast. So I know he's not a merchant. I just want to know his capability. It's another Brook. If it's another Brook, we can go gun him. No problemo. I'm notching a little bit here. Little pre-notch. It's 20 miles away. Well, it's not a Burke, or else he would have shot me by now. A Brook, not a Burke. A Broke Burke. Yeah, I'm just kind of teasing him now. He knows I'm here. He can see me. $16 miles. I'm going to push it to 15, and then we're going to turn. 16.5, 0.3. Waiting for that radar to light up. 15.5, 3, 1. Mark. He's not shooting. Interesting. He's definitely a warship. I don't know what he is. He's not a Broke. We've ruled that out just on his behavior. Oh boy. So if I can get to 15 nautical miles without him engaging, I might be able to sneak in a flight of planes to 5 miles, maybe. I just don't know if it's worth risking 4 planes for that, right? It may not be. It may not be worth it. I've only got 7 plus how many? 8, 9 total. Oh, 10. Okay, so I do have 10 out of 10. 8 and 4. Oh, 12 right there. 8 and 12. He's returning to base. So we can give this a shot. This is really, really risky. But if it works, I'll be able to waltz right in and sink all 3 of those ships, no problem, with my fleet. We'll know in about 5 minutes. We will know the answer, folks. This is either a
Прибыл на
brilliant
позицию.
decision or really dumb. Whoa, why'd you turn around? RTB, my friend.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
Alright. Let's go and turn off your radar.
Есть перейти в режим
I know where we're
радиомолчания.
going, so that's all that matters. Yeah, he's got his radar on full time now, too, so he knows. He knows what's up. He knows we're coming. But I'm going to attack from the south to the north, so the brook can't support him. That's the plan. So this was like a little probing scout, was the mission of that guy. He probed the defenses, 15 nautical miles, he's good. Right at the edge of the max range of this platform's weapon systems. So that's going to be the approach window that we're going in, is right around here. As soon as
Прибыл на позицию.
they take off. I think we're going to land these first, it looks like. Then we're going to get 4 of these yaks in the air in formation. And if I can get them close enough to shoot, I will. I'll let them shoot. Alright, he finally turned his radar off. Smart man, smart man. Let's reposition. Let's
Есть. РЛС надводного обнаружения
He's
включены.
back up to... Oh, he's at 5 knots again. So this is definitely ASW. He's doing sprint and drift tactics. If I had a submarine, I'd be concerned, but I don't. So
Прибыл на позицию.
I don't care. How many is this? Okay. Well, we launched part of the flight and stopped. That's not good because we don't have much gas. I need all planes. So I've got 1 plane, 2 plane. There he is, 2 plane. 3 plane. As long as that guy in the pattern has gas, we want to get these guys off the deck. You see how the hangar goes down into the cargo area? Or how the ramp goes down to where the hangar is in the cargo area. That's a pretty cool idea. I like it. Very outside the box. You know, it reminds me of the World War, I want to say 1 Q ships, maybe World War 2, where the British Navy had, I think it was British Navy. It was probably more than one Navy had it. They had guns on merchant ships, essentially. That would surprise the hell out of a submarine if it tried to attack it. Got more than 1 sub that way. Alright. By the time these guys get formed up, they're barely going to have enough gas to get to the mission. Like, just barely. Alright. Is there a 4th one on the deck? There is. That's number 4. Okay, get his ass in the air. I really need these guys to be tight. Like a tight formation. And I reserve the right to cancel this attack at any time, too. If it becomes really hairy, if he starts launching his radar at like 10 miles in, we bail. We get the hell out of there. I'm going to keep him lit for as long as I can at this point. Alright, here he comes. As soon as that guy joins formation, we're going. We're going to go. Alright, let's get you guys up in the air a little bit. We're not trying to hide. I'm trying to say gas. Alright, let's go to 6,000 feet.
Есть занять высоту. 6000.
I will take them back down on the deck again before the attack, but I'm just trying to make sure they have enough fuel to actually get to where they're going. Because it's right on the edge. Like, that blue line is their fuel state. It's not good. Alright, I think we're close enough. Let's start going.
Вас понял. Курс 70.
We're going to go kind of like to here. And then we're going to... That's where we're going to drop altitude and we're going to go in on him. And this guy's going to run out of fuel soon, so I'm just going to keep his radar on for now. We'll see if this works. I'm either going to lose all 4 planes or none at all. You know, I don't know. That's how I feel. Armed merchants or Q ships. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I forget the history of the Q ships, but it was definitely a World War I, maybe World War II, but I want to say it was World War I, where they had the merchant ships with deck guns hidden inside what was the looked like cargo, but there was no cargo. It was a warship. Yeah. You'd have to Google it. Just something I thought of whenever this scenario came up. Having a merchant ship converted to essentially a warship. They did something like that for to trick submarines into attacking them. So much so that they would dress the crew members up as, you know, passengers on a cruise ship. You know, wigs and all. Men wearing dresses. Because, yeah, to each his own, right? And then, like a German U-boat would surface and radio them, you're, you know, get in your lifeboat, we're going to sink you. And they'd be like, wait a minute, comrade. And they would pull out the cannons and sink the U-boat instead. Or at least fight with it. Yeah. But I don't remember any details about that. I don't even remember what World War it was. Yeah. The Germans had that during World War II? Okay. I thought it was the British. But both navies might have done it. I don't know. Q ships were in both wars. Okay, that's why I can't remember which one it was. The answer is it was both. Okay. Yeah. See, you guys know what I'm talking about more than I do. I appreciate that. So that's what I like about you, chat. Yeah. This is going to be an interesting attack. This could go horribly wrong. We could lose half of our planes. That's why I'm almost not certain this is worth the risk, honestly. But hey, what are we going to do while our surface action group closes? Nothing. Not a lot. This guy's going slow again, too, isn't he? Oh, he's speeding back up. Okay. He's speeding back up. He might see our boys coming. He might know that something's on the way, because... Alright, there he goes. So, we don't have much excess gas. This blue line is like... I'm going to cut the corner here a little bit. We're going to get one pass at this, and that's it. I'm keeping the fire control or the search radar on the whole time. At this point, I need the data more than I need the stealth. Right, so he's going to be there in 2 minutes. Let's go ahead. This is the maximum surface-to-air range of the Vest missile. I don't know what missile he's got. That's why I've got that bubble up. Let's go ahead and drop our altitude for the whole flight down to 500 feet. Make sure all the planes are going down. Good. Little formation. That's going to kill their fuel efficiency, but I don't care. I'm going to start kind of moving the carrier towards them a little bit just to make sure I have enough gas to get home. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Range, our weapons range is only 5 miles. So, I gotta get, oh my god, I gotta get so close to this dude. Scary, scary. This is the, my hand is on the no-go button right now, abort button. As soon as this guy lights off a fire control radar at this range, we're just going to bail the hell out of there. But we'll know what he is. That'll be mission accomplished in terms of a data collection perspective. But if he lets me get close enough to shoot, I will shoot. I will take him out. We have just enough fuel to do it. Alright. Give you guys a good view of the attack here. That's our planes. In the lower, I'm going to move this up so you can see it. Oh, there he is. He's attacking. Abort, abort, abort. Oh my god, I can't grab it now. Fuck you. Oh my god, I'm so dead. Thank you. Notch the missiles. Outrun the missiles. Chief, flare the missiles.
Есть выставить помехи.
Well, we got him to waste some. What kind of radar does he have? Adams class. Probably Adams, right? Oh, it's got everything. Never mind. Okay. It was only Adams class because A was the first letter. Alright, so, well, we wild weaseled him. I suppose that was fun. But there's I can't get close enough to attack him. I wasn't even anywhere near weapons range. That could have been gunnery too. Doesn't necessarily mean it was a missile. It could have been a gun because we were well within 5-inch, even 76 millimeter, honestly, because we were only like 8 miles away. Shoot! All right, so that's not going to work. All it did was confirm he's a warship, and we kind of already knew that. Alright, so I'm going to have to take these guys out one at a time. I'm going to have to come over here, lead pursuit. Let's go ahead full.
Есть полный вперед.
And I'm going to blow him to Kingdom Come first with my ships. I'm going to support them, but if this helicopter gets any closer, I can take him out. But no, he's already turning back. Okay. He's being smart. He's got his orders. It's to stay between the two warships and conduct essentially a radar search. I think well, he does have his radar on, right? That's how yeah, he's emitting. We have ESM contact on him, so. Let's go and turn off our radar, dude, for now.
Есть перейти в режим радиомолчания.
I probably want to get this guy close. No. Jesus Christ. Select him. Thank you. Okay. So 8 nautical miles gun range. This guy's probably got closer to 12, I would imagine. No, it's going to be 8 again. Wow, they do outgun me. Well, they outgun me in range. I have more guns than they have, but they have longer range guns. And probably better fire control on those guns. There's no world in which I can't shoot that guy. It has to happen. And if I do it from this angle, 2 missiles might be enough. Alright. Let's go with, I'm sorry, 4 missiles. I said 2, but I wish it was 2. It's not. It's going to be 4. Yep. I'm going to have to do that. All right. Let's go in time compression. Let's get close enough for a missile shot.
Вас понял. Курс 55.
And I'll do the same thing again where I keep the radar on the entire time because the missiles were really complaining about not having any fire control data for a certain amount of time.
Возвращаюсь на
And there was
базу.
a countdown clock on it too, which made it very concerning.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
And we're doing 25 knots, so.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
Hey, Nasta, how's it going? We're doing good here. German raiders did the same thing, except they pretended to be fast merchants. Oh, okay, cool. So, yeah, there's a lot of detail into the story of those, masquerading merchant ships that are actually warships. The term Q-ship, I think, was a British term.
Прибыл на позицию.
That's what I remember. That's why I thought the British had come up with the idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was a little bit of everybody. Okay, he just lit off his radar again. Oh, and turned it off again. He's being very sneaky. You know, we're within harpoon range, so we got to be careful of that. Harpoons in this age do not need or even get a mid-flight update. So they get a bearing and range and they just shoot. So, gotta be careful. How fast are you going? Man, these guys say they're doing 26 knots, it just doesn't feel like it. But they are moving.
Вас понял. Курс 76.
Uh-oh, okay. Hello, okay, he's coming down now. Check this guy out. He's coming down to get a range. Let's go ahead and get that air-to-air up. This yak right here. Air-to-air, we'll just, I want to ready 1, 2, 3, and then launch 1. And that way I'll have more ready. Yeah, he's coming down with a purpose this time. That's a little more direct and faster than his previous approaches. Look at him. Look at the little guy. He's getting bold. He's hoping to get a good hit on us so he can shoot. So the ships can shoot.
Есть. РЛС надводного обнаружения включены.
If he gets any closer, I'm going to take him out. That red circle's my line. Yeah. My range, max range. Okay. Yeah, he's not turning around this time. Well, good for him. Let's make sure we're actually launching that plane. I need that plane in the air. Let's go to flight deck, and we should be launching one of these. Right there he is. Going to launch port. Yeah. Awesome. The thing that makes this challenging is trying to save our munitions for the next battle. If this was a straightforward battle, I'd throw everything at these two and probably win. But then we wouldn't have anything for the next engagement. Yeah, that would not be good or fun. Okay, you there. Are you in the air yet? You are. Haul ass.
Вас понял. Курс 52.
Haul butt. He's almost within my weapons range. Ooh, really close. Even if this missile doesn't shoot him down, I want him to turn around. How many of these missiles do I have? 80. Okay, plenty. I can shoot one at him, that's fine. This will buy time for my yak to get in position up there to take care of him permanently.
Прибыл на позицию.
That's the radar helicopter in position. That's what that call was. So this is the max kinetic range of the missile. So I really don't expect this to get a hit if this guy does any kind of maneuver. But that's what I want, is I want him to maneuver back to the north. Or even the east would be fine.
Вас понял. Атакуют цель.
Let's watch the launch.
7073.
It's the rail launchers on the bow. It's not a big deal to use one of these missiles at this point. I got a lot of them. That's the fire control radar right there, directing in the direction. Is that cross swords? No, cross swords looks a little different. There it goes.
Цель.
7073.
Alright, so what we want him to do is turn around. Let's see what he does. Oh no. Oh, there he goes. He's turning around. Now, the question is it too late? Does he already have good information on our course and speed for a harpoon attack? I think he might. I mean, he's only 25, maybe 20. Yeah, here it comes. Son of a bitch. What is this? Is that a harpoon? Yep. Son of a gun. Well, boys, light them up. Light them up. Light up all the radars. We were being attacked. So he kind of succeeded in his mission to reveal our position with our own radar. So that was good on him.
Есть задействовать
So
РЛС
I'm going to go ahead and light off all the air
вооружения.
search radars to try and detect this silly missile attack that's on its way.
Есть задействовать РЛС воздушного обнаружения.
Even if I shoot him down now, his job was a success. His mission. Oh, what's this? Well, this missile went weird. And missed.
Вас понял. Атакую цель 7073. Залп.
So I counted 2 launches. So at least 2 missiles on the way right now. Flight time for a harpoon at 30 miles. Probably not long. A couple minutes. So we'll keep the air search radars up for at least 4 minutes. And if we don't see a missile by then, we know that it wasn't what I thought it was. And let's get you down to 500 feet.
Есть занять высоту 500.
He is going down, but at a very flat trajectory. That helicopter must see us because he's running away now. Let's see how this attack goes. Oh, he's turning back in. There he is. That's the helicopter right there. Right in front of us.
Пускай тепловую.
One went stupid.
Цель.
7073.
He fired two.
Уничтожено. Вас понял. Курс 176.
Well, they'll probably launch another one. Because if that's a parry, he's got 2 helicopters and the Brook. Not sure what the Brook has. If it was the Brook not a choice? There it is. If I go Broke, go Broke. He does have a hangar. How many helicopters you got? Is it 1 or 2? Just 1, right? Okay. So they have. I shot down 2 helicopters so far. So there's a good chance that there's 1 helicopter remaining. Oh shit! Well, there it is.
ЗУР запущена. Цель.
That's the harpoon.
7090.
How long did that take? It was right at 4 minutes, wasn't it? 3 minutes. 30 miles in 3 minutes.
ЗУР запущена. Цель.
7091.
All right, our point defense is good, so we should defeat this attack. But now we've kind of given ourselves away, so I'm of the opinion once you turn your radars on, leave them on. Oh Jesus! Oh no! No way! Oh my God! One got through. No! Did we? No, we did not get it. Did Chaff get it? No, Chaff did not get it. Oh shit! Oh no! Oh please Jesus, where's it at? Wow, I think it went after the Chaff. I think. Oh, Okay, that was really close. We had a lot of misses there at the end with that last missile. Now, if he has a position on us, he'll shoot again. So, I want you down at 500 feet. I swear to God, if you don't go to 500 feet,
Есть
stay
занять
down.
высоту. 500.
This guy's going to be on cruise missile
Вас
duty.
понял. Курс 77.
25 knots. I like this course. So that's the first wave. That was at least 2 harpoons. If there was more, I didn't see them. But this guy's got a better chance of seeing the cruise missiles as they come across the water than our radars have of seeing them. But he will 100%, if he has our position, shoot again. And I think his radar is on, isn't it? I really think it's a parry. Oh, it can't be. So it's either a Knox, a Kuntz, or an Adams. Oh, he's running his sonar. Oh, and surface search. He's running both. Okay. Gotcha. He's running SPS 40, which is every ship in the Navy. So, yep. We don't know. We don't know which one it is based on that alone. He's running a surface search radar. And the Harpoon doesn't need a fire control radar to shoot. It just needs a position or a target. And that's really it, yeah. It's not like it's guided by a radar or anything. After it's fired, it's on its own. So he could have enough information right now to shoot again, which is why I have the caliber there. Let's go ahead and replenish him because he's about to run out of fuel already. These planes have no endurance in terms of gas. But that's why we got 3 of them ready now. I'm just going to start cycling them out. Do I have another radar
Прибыл на
helicopter?
позицию.
This might be my only MPA helicopter. Let me check. Why don't you have a flight deck? What the hell? Flight deck. There we go. Yeah. I mean, I've got other helicopters, but I don't think they have the big bulge radar on them. I don't know. Let's launch one empty and see what happens. You know, let's see here. Maybe he'll have something I can use. That's K25TS. I wonder what TS stands for. TS, I don't know. Obviously it has the big radar. I think the other one does not have that. That's what we're going to find out. Alright, so I don't see a second wave of missiles. We can compress time. Unless we get surprised.
Вас понял. Курс 78.
Let's put you
Вас
right
понял.
here.
Курс
Let's
63.
get you down at 500 feet as well. There they are. We,
Зурь
ha.
запущена.
So he's definitely tracking us.
7096.
And now look at the lead time we have because we saw him coming. So now we have more time to shoot. 20 nautical miles away. Yeah. And he's shooting 2 at a time because he's dumb. Yeah, he's never going to get 2 through. I have full confidence we will shoot both these down. That's a guarantee. Jive turret guarantee right there. That's all it is. Good. When the enemy's making mistakes, don't interrupt him. I want him to expend his missiles wastefully, as he is doing. Matter of fact, I'm going to turn on all my radars so he shoots again. Keep
Есть.
shooting.
РЛС. Есть газ в режиме эхолокации.
Oops. Oh, no, okay. I thought I turned on the wrong radar for a second there, but I didn't.
Есть задействовать РЛС воздушного обнаружения.
Okay. Uh-oh.
Зурь запущена.
Ah, shit, he did shoot again. Son of a bitch.
7090.
That's what I get for poking the porcupine, right? Okay, we got him. We got him. We got him. Not a big deal. Oh, this guy's about to run out of fuel. Tell him to go home.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
All right, let's go and shoot the... Oh, it's a Nox. Now we know.
Вас понял. Атакуют цель.
How many harpoons does the Nox have?
52. Залп.
4. It's launched all 4. And we now outgun him. He does have a good gun with 600 rounds. Don't get it twisted. But I'm about to sink his ass. Can I get 2 through him? What's his point defense? Oh, I should probably only shoot 2.
Есть прекратить огонь.
Let me check fire on this because I think I can get away with shooting 2. No. It's got to be 4 because 1 for chaff, 1 for point defense. I need 1 to hit, so it's at least 3. If you shoot 3, you might as well shoot 4. Okay, let's
Вас понял.
do
Атакуют
it.
цель.
Let's do it.
7052.
I want to see 4 missiles on 4 rails, buddy. Come on. Oh, they're back here. He's got to turn. Yeah, they're going to come out of these box launchers right here. Yeah, we're definitely not getting those back for the
Прибыл на
next mission.
позицию.
Yeah, you can't reload those at sea. You got to be in port, right? So if this is successful, I can take these 3 ships and drive straight at the brook and sink his ass. This is really important. That's why I don't want to mess around with only shooting 2. We're going to shoot 4, and I don't see how, unless his chaff sucks 2 of them up, there's no way he destroys 4. So, and that's a bit of a roll of the dice with the chaff and flare. Decoys, soft kills. It's always a possibility, no matter what area you're in. He's trying to turn the rear end of his ship around in the right direction, which I respect. Yeah. Get him. I didn't see any harpoons on the brook. That's why I'm not worried about him. He's got good missiles, but he's only got 16 of them. They're relatively short range, small warhead, even if he gets one through. As long as my ships don't sink, we'll be fine.
Ракета выпущена.
Цель.
7052.
I'm just not going to get these missiles back for the next mission. Wave goodbye. I may regret this decision in the future, but there we go. That's it. Hey, I've committed, so... The next mission, I'm going to have 4 anti-ship missiles. Plus 8. I'll have 12 still. Not bad. But I've launched about half of my anti-ship missiles in this episode. Okay. Now, I think these are literally radar guided. Right? Let's find out. Oh my god. Let's do this way. Let's go to the ship. Unit reference, then go to the missile. This missile right here. Is it... Oh, it's a heat-seeking warhead. What? I've heard of these. I didn't know it was on this Styx missile, though. But yeah, heat-seeking. Okay. That's not reliable at all. Okay. I think we made the right decision shooting all 4. We might get lucky if one gets through. Because even if all 4 got through, I don't know if they would hit. How much heat is he making? Probably enough. Probably enough heat. He's got to know he's under attack. He's got to know. As soon as this gun starts pivoting to starboard, that's how you know he knows. That's how we know that he knows that we're attacking. Fire control radar's right there. That'll start moving too. Oh, does it have it on the turret? It's got some kind of sensor on the turret. But that's definitely a fire control radar right there. Yeah, we're just a few minutes out. Our missiles are very close. And he's not responding at all. His best defense is chaff in this gun. Because it's heat-seeking, he may not see the... Yeah. Like, his radar will see the missiles right before they hit. Or miss. That's why he's not responding. Excuse me. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. All right, let's see how he fares. Let's watch it from the missile point of view. It's a roll of the dice at this point. We were 12 miles out when he started shooting, so right now we're at 10 miles. See how lucky he is with these. So because it's heat-seeking, if he shoots a flare, that should be highly effective. I expect to lose at least one of these missiles to a flare. You see how they just went into terminal? So they have a target. The heat-seeking sensor sees something. That's good, that's good. He's already shot down one of them. Oh, he got the one we were watching. Oh, one got through. Two. I'm so glad we didn't shoot just two. Yeah. That would not have worked for us. Now that he's gone, guess what? Burke, you better run. Or Brook. I keep saying Burke, and I don't want people to confuse that with the Arleigh Burke. It's not the Arleigh Burke. It's a Brook. Or a Broke. Oh yeah. A head full. We're about to feast. About to feast on some American warships right here. This poor guy doesn't stand a chance. Like you better start getting the captain's boat ready because you're about to need it. I think yeah, he probably doesn't have another helicopter in the hangar, so it's all over but the crying. Let's go ahead and get our carrier back in formation after he does this recovery to a head full.
Вас понял. Курс 30.
It is kind of fun to see how this one ship's going to react. So far he hasn't reacted at all. But we've given ourselves away. He knows there's 3 Russian warships out there. We've taken no damage. We've expended half of our anti-ship ordnance at this point. And when he starts shooting the box-launched Sea Sparrows at us, I expect some will hit us. But they have a tiny, tiny warhead compared to an anti-ship missile. So I'm going to gamble that the few that will hit us will not sink us. I'm gambling on that. It's our 3 ships with all of our cannons against his 1 cannon. And then whatever missiles he's got left in the box launcher. Which I think is all of them. I don't think this guy shot anything yet. I could actually probe him a little bit by getting my airplane close and doing the old Wild Weasel, right? We could Wild Weasel a couple of these away, because that's what he's going to use to shoot us. He's going to use surface-to-air missiles in surface-to-surface mode out of desperation. I can have him expend 1 or 2 right now by sending in this volunteer. Volunteer number 1 right here. Hero of the Soviet Union, that's what we're going to call him. Hero of the Soviet Union right here. He's going to go in and expend some American ordnance. That's what he's doing. Yeah. In the United States, we call this volunteered, but yeah. And there's no sense in being really sneaky, so let's go ahead and get up to, we'll say 3,000
Есть
feet.
занять высоту. 3
And then I'll drop
тысячи.
down from 3,000 to the deck after he shoots. Being up a little bit higher will buy me more time to react. So that's actually good for us. If I had a radar, I'd turn it on, but I don't. I don't have one. That circles his max surface to air range kinetically. Effective range is going to be a lot closer, probably closer to 20 miles. He has 16 missiles. And we'll see how many I can get him to spend. There it goes. Okay. Oh, fuck. All right, missile number one. Missile number one's coming. Get down, get down. Get down, get down. 50 feet, 250 feet.
Есть занять высоту.
Chat
250.
flare. Chat flare.
Есть выставить помехи.
Wow, he's still shooting. Well, he shot at least
Есть
2
выставить
missiles.
помехи.
Probably 4. He probably shot 2 missiles twice, is what I think happened. Ugh.
Вас понял. Развиваю максимальную скорость. Есть выставить помехи.
All right, we outran him. Good, good for us. Good for us. Loiter,
Вас
loiter.
понял. Иду на минимальной.
Go back up to 1,000 feet.
Есть занять высоту. 1000.
Good job, us. All right, let's do it one more time, but that's gonna be all the fuel we have. I'm gonna launch his.
Вас понял. Курс.
I wanted to see if this guy had a radar.
74.
Oh, it does. It's not the exact same, but it does have a radar. Mushroom, surface search radar. Okay, well, get your happy ass up here.
Вас понял. Курс 73.
Let's tell him to launch the next volunteer, the next hero of the Soviet Union. Get in the plane. There you go. We'll get him up in the air. Okay. We're not losing any pilots today. Nope, nope. All we're doing is weakening the enemy further. That's what we're doing. Let's get up to 3,000 feet.
Есть занять высоту.
Let's
3
give
тысячи.
Mr. Brokey here lots of confidence that he can hit us. We've defeated at least 2 missiles, maybe more. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. It's going to be really interesting. Yeah, at what range does he engage? We need to know that. It's a 21-mile circle. At what range will he start shooting? Come on, baby. All right, we're 21 miles out. He's letting us get pretty close this time. Oh, there goes. Turn. Okay,
Прибыл
so
на позицию.
it's literally 20 miles. Yeah, 20, 19 even, but I'll say 20. Okay. Oh!
Есть занять высоту. 200. Вас понял. Развиваю
Okay.
максимальную скорость.
Go. Run. Stop doing that. Okay.
Есть выставить помехи.
Here it comes. Oh, here it comes. Oh, run away. Run.
Прибыл на позицию.
Bro. Okay, go faster. That missile's coming at you pretty quick, bro. He's coming at you pretty quick. We said we change course. Yeah. Oh, fuck you. There we go. Change course. Make that missile burn some energy, baby. Yeah. Uh-oh. We're getting pretty close. Keep going. Keep going, little plane. You can do it. Yeah, good job. It exploded right there. Wise. All right, we pushed that one a little bit too close. That was okay. You go home now. Good job. You go get all your medals. This guy's gonna look like Muammar Gaddafi by the time he's done.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
He's gonna look like a North Korean general by the time we're done with
Вас
him.
понял. Курс 60.
He's got a story to tell his grandkids now. Also, better than our Tomcat pilots. This guy right here. Take that.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
All right, so I think that was a 2-missile strike. I only saw one, but it's American doctrine to shoot pairs. So I think 6 of the 16 missiles are exhausted. He still has 10. Even if he hit all 10 on us, I don't think that we would sink. Man, this guy's ready to rock, isn't he? He's got his missile launchers up and everything. What other defenses might we have to contend with besides the gun? These are the 16 missiles I'm talking about. I think he's launched 6 of those. And these are pretty good. They'll definitely hit our ship. Like if he launches 10, he might get 10 hits. Only because these are really high speed. Hard to shoot down. Oh, it says short targets only. Oh, no. Okay. Definitely anti-surface right there. Okay. And it's the SM-1R. MR, sorry. Which is it's a good missile. Not bad. But that's what we're trying to work on. That's what we're trying to deplete, you know. This is my my relief helicopters right here. I don't want to listen to that for the next 30 minutes, though. All right, let's take you up to a height of 3,000 feet.
Есть занять высоту.
And let's bring you to right about here. Right about there. All right, we'll read some chat. He's voluntold. That's right, Avenger. Voluntold. 7 Epic Dragon. How's it going? Isn't the Sea Sparrow meant for anti-air defense? It is. I was saying Sea Sparrow. It's the SM. I'm sorry. God bless America. What is it? S something. It's the one. Right here. SM-1MR. Yeah. I was calling it Sparrow. Like the Evolved Sea Sparrow, which is what we use today, I believe is the literal evolution of the Sea Sparrow, I think. And this is completely different than that, by the way, which is what the gentleman in chat, I believe, is pointing out. I was not saying the right words like I should. I should say the right words when I speak. Anyway, but I depend on chat for correcting me, which they do often. And absolutely no problem with that. No problem at all with that. The Evolved Sea Sparrow we have in our fleet today is very good. And, I just wish we had more, right? I wish we had more. Who else we got? Oh, Ren! Holy smokes! How you doing, buddy? Holy cow. Happy Friday. I was hoping you had today off. I'm glad you got a chance to come by. Haven't talked to you since the other day. Thank you for taking care of the Discord. Right now, Ren is babysitting the Discord. I'm taking a break from it. There's no need to go into why. I talked to Ren about it. He knows why. And so I'm just I need to occasionally, and this is like every 18 months or so, sometimes 2 years, I just need to get off social media for a period of weeks and just like reset, because sometimes I overreact to stuff and I don't want to do that again, because I'm getting close to that point. I can feel it. I might have already done it. I'm not sure. So, but Ren's running the Discord. Oh, Ren, I updated the invite link on all social media, on YouTube, it's on this video description. It's all been refreshed. So just if you would, until Selvig gets done with his beet run. It's like a beer run, but for vegetables. Yeah. So as soon as Selvig's done with his beet run, which will be in July, that's your kingdom over there, sir. Just please treat her with kindness. and I'll be back on. I will. I just needed to get away from it for a bit so I don't make stupid ass decisions like I tend to do. And Renault knows this, by the way. This is not new. I've done this before. Only now I'm good at recognizing it before it gets out of control. So, yeah. You're going to watch UA versus Australia? I have no idea what the hell that is. What are we doing to Australia besides beating the hell out of them? What are we doing to them this time? It's the season for beats. Yeah. People gonna people. Yeah. Renault, without going into details, but you know what I'm talking about. After thinking about that situation that happened last week, or even earlier this week, I guess, I might have completely misunderstood it. I might have completely overreacted. So that's why I'm taking the break. Yeah. Because what I thought happened was so egregious. I thought my actions were tame, and then I may have had 180 out, which will happen. Anyway, that's why I left that in your hands. After I broke it, I was like, here, Renault, this is your problem now. Bye. See you in a couple weeks, buddy. I got my little bathing suit with my beach umbrella, little cooler. Yeah. Oh, shit. No. Oh, boy. Pay attention to the video game.
Вас понял. Курс 100.
Run.
Занять высоту.
Run away. You're being shot at.
Вас понял.
being shot
Развиваю
at.
максимальную скорость.
And he's only shooting one missile at a time. This guy's being very frugal with his missiles. Smart. Let's let it get a little bit closer, a little bit lower in altitude into thicker air, more dense air, burning more energy, even though it has gravity helping it. At this point, the rocket motor's done. But if you make him maneuver like that, he's got to turn. It's going to burn some energy, which is going to lessen his kinetic range inside that 25 nautical miles. Yep. This circle is about 20 miles. So imagine 5 miles right here. We're just trying to get outside that. And I think we already did. I think we're good. Matter of fact, go ahead and slow down.
Вас понял. Иду на крейсерский.
Yep, we did it. Yay! Do it again, buddy.
Есть занять высоту.
Back up to 3,000 feet you go. Yeah. This is like bullfighting, but with high explosives. Which arguably is more fun and more American. Even though we're playing the Soviets right now. Oh, are they playing American football? What are we doing with the Australians? I got to catch back up on the gentleman talk about Australia. Oh, yeah. I can always add more zeros to Renault's paycheck. I have an infinite number of zeros. Yeah. U.S. football game. Oh, wow. Okay. Where's that at? Is that here in America? I know the World Cup's over here now. All right, get back down on the deck again.
Есть занять высоту. 250.
A little bit of chaff, a little bit of flair. Just for style. We're doing that for style points right there. If we're going to be the hero of the Soviet Union, we're going to look good doing it. You know what I'm saying? That's the World Cup. Yeah. Oh, it's in Seattle. Okay. So the World Cup takes place all over the country then. It's not like in one city. That's kind of cool. I'm not I don't watch a lot of sports. I watch Formula One racing. Barely a sport. It's fun to watch, yeah. I like the engineering. It gets my brain going. I got a tiny little brain. It's very easily entertained by simple things like going fast.
Есть занять высоту. 3000.
All right, turn back around. We're going to try and break the record. The last hero evaded 2 weapon launches, even though he claims it was 6. That's what it says on the medal. So we're going to try and get a 3rd weapon launch evaded here. We're just bullfighting until our strike group gets within gun range. That's kind of what the purpose of this is. Yeah. So who do you think will win? Does Australia have a good football team? I have no idea if America does. We don't play that game. Except at the World Cup, I guess. And what do you call it with the rings? The Olympics. Yeah. We play it then too.
Есть занять высоту. 250. Есть выставить помехи.
Yeah, he's one at a time Jim at this point. If there was 2 missiles, we would see 2 missiles. And we don't. So there you go. All right. Nicely done. Back at it again. Get back up in there. We dodged 4. Good for us.
Есть занять высоту. 3000.
Let's see what you guys are talking about. Some of the games are in Kansas City. Okay. That's kind of cool that they're all over the United States. And I love the fact that people from around the world are coming to visit, see what a cool country we have and how big it is. The United States is really big. A lot of people don't, even bother thinking about that because, they assume it's big, but when you see it and you live in this place and
Есть занять высоту.
like we could easily be multiple different countries, especially with all of our different dialects and cultures. It's literally like Europe in terms of like people from certain parts of the United States are completely different than other people, which kind of causes a lot of the issues we have here. Maybe we should break this bitch up as a day. Might be worth it. I'm in Michigan, so I'm staying Team Michigan. Yeah. But yeah, I'm glad we're having the World Cup here. I think it's really cool. I'm kind of surprised since we don't play soccer. Why the hell's the World Cup here? But okay, I'm not against it. All right, we evaded 4 for sure, confirmed visually.
Есть занять высоту.
Let's go back for number 5. Let's go back to the trough again until this guy's out of missiles. Let's see. Do you mean Team Hot Dish? I don't know what Hot Dish is. I'm not familiar with the young slang these days, guys. Listen, I'm an old man. I've accepted my fate. Yeah. My time in the sunshine and the spotlight is over. I sit here on YouTube and Twitch and Rumble, playing my little video games, talking about how good we used to have it in the long ago. I shout at clouds once in a while, and I don't play soccer. And I used to look down on those who do, but they're still athletes, so God bless them. Yeah. Michigan University. Oh, that's a hot mess right now. You guys know about that? Oh, is that national news now? Oh, please, that's embarrassing. Michigan State University is a hot mess. It kind of always has been a clown show over there. They're basically the Ferrari strategy team, which is the prime example of a clown show. Except this last Sunday, they won the race, so they got it right for once. That was amazing. I couldn't believe my eyes. I was like, Ferrari Strategy's winning? How? Plus, they have a really good driver, obviously, and a good car. But usually the strategy hamstrings them, so even with a good driver and a good car, they can't win. All 3 fell into place this last weekend, but we're not talking about F1. Michigan State University has... These universities are so big, and it's all universities. Private, public, doesn't matter. They're all billion-dollar corporations masquerading as a school. That's the reality. Lots of money. Endowment funds are what it's called.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
Hundreds of millions of dollars in endowment funds. Larger universities like Harvard and Oxford and stuff, billions of dollars. So how do you manage that money? And the university has a staff, not even counting the students, a staff of over 1,000 people, probably more, but we'll say over 1,000 people. So you need to run an organization like that in a organized way. There's also laws for compliance that you need to comply with. So how do you do compliance? How do you organize what it costs to run the university? Where does the money get spent? How much money does the football team get? How much money does the science department get?
Возвращаюсь на базу.
How much money do you have? Where does this money come from? Who makes those decisions is called the board. It's like a board of directors in a corporation. It's called the board. The board makes those decisions. They make sure the school is compliant with Michigan state law and federal law. They make sure that they decide who the president of the university is. That's a vote the board members do. So these board members have a lot of responsibility. They're responsible for a lot of money, and oftentimes, and not all of them, but a lot of them are graduates of the school that they're a board member of. And at least 2 on the board member in Michigan State University are graduates. At least 2 are not, including the director, the chairwoman, is not. But she's a lawyer and she's smart, so good for her. So what's going on? In a nutshell, this board of directors, in the execution of its duties, this is their point of view, is not happy with certain, and they won't say what, this is the unknown, certain things that the president of the school is doing, and the AD, which I assume means assistant director. I'm not sure what AD means. Athletic director, maybe? I don't know what decisions those were, but whatever they were, the board of directors didn't like them. So what the board of directors will do to make the president look bad, and by default the school too, but make the president of the Michigan State University look bad, is leak privileged information that should be kept in that boardroom, private conversations and decisions, to the public, to newspapers, to the media, that then run with this scandalous story of whatever. Now, that's been going on for years, and every school does it too. It's not just Michigan State. Michigan State is the pinnacle of that. They're really good at making themselves look silly. So, and they've been doing that for years, long time, many years, decades, over 10 years. And it's just been a thing that we here in Michigan just deal with. We're like, Michigan is a good college, lots of pride, good football team. Michigan State Spartans, they're the Timu public university of our state. But boy, those are fighting words in some areas of the state, so you got to be careful who I say that to. People are very proud of their school, which also, that's a whole other point. Doesn't make any sense to me. Just because you graduated from someplace doesn't mean you should give it money after you graduated. Yeah, those people are called, don't say idiots. That's not nice. They're not idiots. They're called trustees. Trustees, I think. People that graduate from a school but continue to give school money every year to support the athletic program, the football team, even the science department, So money comes from the state, federal, and state level government. Money goes to public universities. That's a lot of money too, by the way, millions of dollars. Other money comes from student tuition. Guess who decides how much your tuition is every semester, for every class, for every hour anyway? The board of directors does. This board that I'm talking about that is an embarrassment to Michigan State University. They make that decision every year. So a lot of money comes from that, from the students themselves. They also decide who gets scholarships and whatnot to an extent, because there are some school-sponsored scholarships, but that's such a small amount, it doesn't really matter. And then the other thing is, endowments. So the slush fund, I'm going to call it, but the money that runs the university comes from the trustees as well, which is a lot of times donations. A lot of those donations come from graduates, people who are proud to have graduated from Michigan State University, as anybody else from whatever university is proud of that university. They give money after they graduate, which is silly. If you pay taxes, you already give money. But some people have more money than pride, and they want that pride up. They want pride to go up, so they give that money away to get that pride. There's probably a medical term for that. Besides, it's not idiocracy. I'm gonna stop making fun of them. Some of these guys are my neighbors. I can't be making fun of them because next time I'm walking the dog, they're going to be like, so, talking about Michigan State trustees being idiots. And I'm like, do you give them money? Well, stop doing that. Anyway, and that's for all universities, not just Michigan State. If you give money to them, if you're not a student and you're giving them money, what the fuck are you doing? Like and subscribe my channel. Give me the money. Anyway, I'll be nice to you if you do that. Anywho, but so what happened? So they leaked all this personal information, private conversations. Even though it's been leaked, nobody will say specifically what it was, but what it resulted in was the president of Michigan State University not accepting a nearly $2 million pay raise for next year. So his salary plus $2 million to be the president of a college, which what the fuck does he even do? I don't know. Probably something, but he turned down this huge pay raise, resigned, quit his job, and is now going to go be the president. I'm pretty sure it's the president of Clemson University for less money. Not, we don't know how much less, but it's not what he had plus $2 million. We know it's not that. So why would he leave? Well, on his way out the door, he wrote a written, I guess it was part of his resignation, he wrote written notice as to why, and he suggested that these private conversations being leaked, how the board was acting in a way that's not in the best interest of the school or himself, by default, is why, and that's blowing up where I live right now. That's a huge story right here. And the fact that anybody else even knows about that is concerning. It's telling me that it's starting to escape Michigan's little bubble that we live in here and getting out into the general public. So that's kind of what happened. The president and the AD, which is either athletic director or assistant director, I'm not sure which, resigned for less money. The AD went to Kentucky. University of Kentucky? I don't know. Probably that. And I don't know, did the coach resign? I don't know if the football coach resigned. I haven't heard anything about that. I don't follow it at all because I didn't graduate from that school. I don't have any connection to that school. But it blows my mind when I hear about all the millions collectively of dollars people continue to pay their school that they graduated from after paying so much to go to school there. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's silly to me. I'll tell you what, I graduated college. They ain't getting another dime from me. Not another dime. I should ask for a refund is what I should ask for. They didn't teach me math. That's in my life. I also didn't learn it or read the book or pay attention, but still, I'm not taking. Oh, it's the athletic director. See, Hog Eric knows. Hog Eric. Yeah, if you guys know more about that, feel free to put it in the chat. There's nothing controversial about it. I just don't know all the details. I only heard about this because of my neighbors. And there was like one podcast I don't even listen to that somehow popped up on my YouTube feed, probably because I live in Michigan. And so I was like, oh, what's this? I listened to like 10 minutes of this. It's millionaires fighting millionaires, folks. I don't give a damn about either one of them. What I do give a damn about are the graduates giving the damn school money. I don't understand that. Why? It's got to be pride. It's got to be because you're proud to graduate there. Well, good for you. Tell everybody you did. Congratulations. Don't follow that up with poor decision making. Put that money in your 401k. Good Lord. Like and subscribe. Give it to me. Yeah, $5. I just want $5. That's all I want. Oh my gosh. I shouldn't beg for money. I'm sorry. Yeah. This is kind of making a joke. All right, we're almost ready to shoot this guy. So it was athletic director. Okay. Good. School isn't free here compared to the U.S., but it may as well be compared to... Yeah, the U.S., our tuition is so stupid. If you don't have a scholarship, you better have a rich daddy or mommy or whatever, rich family member helping you along, because you are not going to be doing a barista coffee shop in the morning and waiting tables in the evening, paying any kind of college tuition in the United States by yourself. You're going to end up with a student loan and somewhere between $40,000 and $100,000 debt that they are cracking down on. They changed. The United States federal government passed a law, I guess. They did something to change the law of how you repay student loans. And where people were simply not paying them, defaulting on them, is now being penalized. And they've also changed how you pay. There's two categories now. I don't know the details of this because I don't have I paid my student loan off. I had a student loan. Even with the GI Bill, I had a student loan. That's how much college cost here in the United States. The GI Bill did not cover it. Yeah, they took all the GI Bill money and another, it was about 40 grand Collectively, I paid about $100,000 to graduate with a bachelor's degree in computer science. Yeah, holy smokes! Thank God I had a rich uncle called Uncle Sam that paid for about half of that with the GI Bill, and I paid $40,000 of it. But anyway, I don't know how people used to pay their student loans up until about this month, because this changed very recently. There's now 2 categories, I know that. And one has the potential to be forgiven someday. A politician will promise that they'll never deliver on, that you won't have to repay your student loan. And then the other category is standard payment. You're paying it like a credit card. And if you don't, they're coming after you. Bankruptcy will not protect you. And that's not changed. That's always been that way. From a federal student loan. Yep. Now, if you get a private loan, bankruptcy may be different for that. But if you got the federal student loan from Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac that everybody gets, because there's almost no qualification, if you ask for it and you're really going to school, you have to show up, you will get the money. Or the school gets the money and you get the bill. That's how that works. Yeah. Sorry for going on a rant, but it was a really interesting topic, and that's literally all I know about the Michigan State University drama. I'm not into drama at all, and I'm also not interested in the Michigan State University. So, and I want to be clear, this is MSU, the Spartans. This is not Michigan, which is a state or a football team that is very good, and they have a good program. They have their problems, believe me. All schools do. All schools have this board of directors problem, but you need the board of directors for legal reasons. Someone has to manage all that money and comply with federal and state laws. Who's going to be legally held accountable for that? Well, that's the board of directors. So it's not like they can do whatever they want. They have to make sure that the school is doing what they should do to comply with the laws. But they can also, because they have all that money and they're in a very powerful position within the school anyway, they can abuse the power, and they all do. Michigan State takes it to another level though. Whoa. That's because they do it publicly. Yeah. They're not good at hiding it. They don't even try to hide it, it seems. Yeah. Anyway, that's what's going on. And if you're into that, definitely look it up. I'm sure it's interesting and dramatic. It's just not my jam. I don't find that stuff interesting at all. Let's turn on some radars. I find that interesting. Let's get you up to like 66,000 feet, right? Tell this guy to turn his radar off. Let's make sure we still have good solid contact, and we do. And then we're going to tell this guy to RTB. Return to base, baby.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
There's no schnapps in the bottle, he says. Well, we should fix that. Maybe we should launch one more forger. Yeah. So what are we doing here? We're waiting to get in guns range, right? Let's go and get Ognevoy up. Let's change the formation a little bit. Edit formation. That's the button I'm looking for. So let's take Mr. Ognevoy, since that's the threat axis. Let's try and make a line of battle here, giving people enough room to maneuver, because this will be a gunfight. Almost like an inverted wedge, but just barely. It's more of a line than a wedge. All right. So we're only doing a full bell. Let's double check that. Yeah, we're doing a full bell. So our wing ships should speed up to flank to get into their new position. By the time they're there, we should be in gun range. And we're just going to blast this guy to Kingdom Come here. So let's just get an idea of where our ballistic range is for our 76 millimeter. Holy smokes, it's not far. It's not far at all. The education industry is complex. I agree with that. It is. And I'm sure I'm oversimplifying it with my description. So I freely admit to that. I don't claim to be an expert at all on that. Aha. It's our boy right here. I don't want to sit here and pretend to know something I don't. Okay. We might be able to snatch a couple more. I wonder if whenever the ships enter the 20-mile circle, if they get shot. They might. According to his profile, the missile profile, it says the surface range is approximately 15 nautical miles. But we've been seeing these missiles come out to about 20 before running out of energy, and they do have a kinetic range of 25. But I think they have to be radar guided, which is why the range is 15. It's not a kinetic problem. It's a radar. It's a radar problem. Sally Mae owned your life for a while. Yeah, Renault. Yeah, I feel you, man. Like what shocked me is whenever I left the Navy, I was told while I was in the Navy and as I'm getting out of the Navy, hey man, you know, your GI Bill got your back. You know, I didn't have the post 9/11 one. I had the one from before that, which was still really good. And so the university made, because I never saw the money, I don't know how much it was, but I assume it was more than $40,000 that I owed. You know. But I was shocked. And do you know what the university did? Is, and this was really underhanded. They waited until I was in my last semester. I was probably 8 weeks away from graduating with my bachelor's degree when they told me that I owed them that much money. I had no idea. And the choice I had was to not graduate or pay them. That was pretty underhanded. I had no idea. And the way they told me was really sneaky. They made it sound like I was... They brought me into the financial aid office as a senior, which is weird because most people there are freshmen getting stuff started. And they had every intention of screwing me. I see that now. I didn't see it at the time. And the point was, they were making it appear as if I was reapplying for the GI Bill for like an extension for more funds or something. And they were not clear about it. They had all the paperwork for me. All I had to do was sign it. What I was signing was agreeing to pay the difference. Yeah. So I read it, and what I read was worded in a way that I was asking the government if they would go above and beyond the GI Bill and cover the difference of about $40,000 and some change. It was a little bit more than that. It was $40,000 and change. Well, guess what the government said? Not a damn thing. They didn't even respond, much less pay it. So guess who had to pay it? Guess whose signature is on that new piece of paper? It's mine. Yeah. I think either way I would have been bound to pay it. School's going to get its money. But that was not forgiveness. You know, there was no forgiveness in that debt. It ended up turning that $40,000, which the school collected in a lump sum, by the way, ended up being a student loan that I became legally responsible for, that I couldn't declare bankruptcy on. Yeah, that was shady as hell. And I wish I had more warning. I didn't understand. Keep in mind, this is a school I had been going to for over a year. I'd graduated, or I'd left the Navy with basically 2.5 years worth of college credit. And the school took almost all of it to their credit. So I had a really good rapport with the school for over 18 months. No problems. I was a top student. I graduated top of my class, but that's not saying much. They were a bunch of dum-dums. I mean, and I'm not being mean. They really were. They were pushing the pinnacle of the dullest knife in the drawer. I was surprised they were even allowed in the kitchen, to be honest with you. How did you get in the school? You know, I'm not sure they graduated high school. I mean, all of them. That's the only reason, because I struggle with math. And that's a big part of it, right? Especially computer science. But my graduating class was about 45 people. And I was the top guy. I had the highest score. I wasn't proud of it, though, because I knew it was a very low bar. Very low bar. Also, but that's also why there would be no way I'd ever give them more money after doing that to me. But even if they didn't do that to me, I would not give my old college a dime after I graduated. But that's a big thing here in the States. It could be global, I don't know. But all the major universities have this huge amount of, I'm pretty sure they're called trustees. It's a fancy name for somebody that continues to pay for college after graduation. Your country truly has two industries left, gambling and fraud. Yeah. I was surprised. Gambling in the United States is more than 50% of all the money spent on entertainment right now. That includes movies, streaming services, books, pretty much everything. Over 50% now is gambling.
Есть занять высоту. 500.
I've never been a gambler, and thank God I'm not, because that is a fool's hobby. However, if you're looking to start a YouTube site, a YouTube channel, making a gambling one's probably a good idea because there's more people doing it. You'd be very popular. I don't know anything about gambling, so I'd be really bad at it. Let's change direction, burn some energy on this missile. Yeah, take that, missile. Oh, what happened? Oh, you fall down. The missile fall down. Oh, missile going away. All right, let's do it again.
Есть занять высоту. 3000.
It won't be long before he just starts shooting these missiles right at my strike group. It's gonna happen pretty soon. That's one of the. I could almost send in a. Yeah, we should get some planes ready to bomb these ships, so I don't have to waste my cannons on them. I'll put a bunch of dumb bombs on these things. Yeah, I agree with you, Kermie. Gambling and fraud. It's really sad.
Есть занять высоту.
We're a good country.
500.
We have so much potential, and we're just squandering the hell out of it. It's almost criminal. But I still love it. I still love where I live. Long-time lurker. Oh, somebody's about to speak up. First time to catch you live. Love your channel. Quick question to you. You are not much into CMANO. Oh, no. I like CMANO so much as that I've been playing that since like the 2000s. I played CMANO before it was CMANO. Or is it, maybe it was CMANO and now it's something else. They did change the name though a couple years ago. I like it. I just don't stream it because it's this. What's the difference between this game and CMANO? Well, there's actually a lot of differences. But
Есть занять высоту.
the reason why this game is very streamable is this. This is what this game has that CMANO doesn't, is a 3D model that people can look at and go, aha, that is what this means. Command Modern Naval Operations has this, and it does it very well, better than anything else out there, by the way. But to be entertaining, you got to have this. And I was beating that drum 15 years ago. But the CMANO community's like, well, it's not that kind of game. And I'm like, I know, that's my point. It needs to be this kind of game. Right here. With a 3D model. So people who don't know naval tactics, or in this case, multi-domain tactics, can, one, begin to learn them and also visualize what the hell is going on. This looks like a football game. I got diamonds versus circles that are being chased by little triangles.
Есть выставить поведение.
But man, I got beat down hard. I got beat down so hard on social media for even bringing up the possibility of maybe having a 3D modeled engine on Command Modern Naval Operations. Not by the developers, by the way, by the fans. Sweating their ass off in their mother's basement with their little Cheeto fingers. And I was like, I don't even want to talk to you guys.
3000.
I'll just play Sea Power when it comes out in 2025. Which, of course, we didn't know that back then. And that's why I don't play it. Or that's why I don't stream it. I do play it. Matter of fact, I got the latest Red Tide. I got the latest DLC. I even gave them some feedback on it. I thought it was really good. Sometimes my feedback's not positive, like the submarine DLC they released in 2018. That was not good. Those missions sucked. And we're not fun, which is a criminal offense in a video game. How dare you make something not fun?
Есть занять высоту. 250. Есть выставить помехи.
So that's the long, overwinded answer to why I don't play CMA&O on stream. And if they ever do put a 3D engine to it, I'll definitely stream it. Uh-oh. Okay, he's still coming after my airplane, so that's good. Let's steer him away from my ships. I don't want him to accidentally land on my ship. It's this missile right here. There you go. He's dead. Yep. Gotcha. Oh, do it again. He's got to run out of missiles. He's only got 16 of these.
Есть занять высоту.
Oh, shit. Okay, he's in surface attack mode now. All right, boys. Oh, I can't put you in weapons free. Let's pause it. I'm going to try and shoot a missile with a missile. I'm not convinced this is even going to work. I have 77 of these bad boys. Let's see if I can actually do this.
Залп.
The missile coming at us is very small and very fast. And I'm not sure I can do pretty much anything.
Есть выставить помехи.
What the hell? I told you to shoot, dude. What are you doing? Pause. Hold on a second. He's not shooting. He may say that he's probably saying it's the wrong weapon for that type of engagement, and he's not wrong. I'm just trying to use this weapon. Otherwise, we're going to get pummeled with about 6 of these tiny, tiny missiles. Zushabusha. There he is.
114.
Yeah. It's a tiny missile, but it does have a warhead.
Получили попадание.
Ah, Papadanya! No! Alright, how much damage did that do? Ugh, more than I would feel comfortable with. Holy crap. Alright, well, that's not good. That's not good at all.
Сур запущена. Цель.
7000.
At least we're trying to defend ourselves now. I don't know why we had to wait till we got hit with one before we start shooting back. What the hell's wrong with you guys? Yeah. Playing. Oh, the Harpoon on the Amiga. Yeah, I don't know if I played Harpoon on the Amiga. I played Harpoon on the PC though. When it had the little video clips, you would launch a missile, little missile would come out. Yeah, I see how much we're missing. Uh-oh. Yeah. There's another air defense missile.
Сур запущена.
7115.
Oh, Chaff got that one. Okay. Chaff got that one. This is the gauntlet we got to run through. This is why I was using the airplanes to try and drain this magazine down.
Сур запущена. Цель.
7116.
That fire looks worse than it is, but it's still not good. Where's the damage control screen? I haven't.
Прибыл на позицию.
I know we have a damage control screen. I just don't know where it's at. Oh, now we missed.
Сур запущена. Цель.
7116.
There you go. Point defense. Yeah, get him.
Получили попадание.
Ah, no, Papadanya. Everyone's Papadanya today. Oh, no. I'm on fire. All right. Where's the damage control screen at? Come on. Here we go. Damage control. Yeah. All right, so we're on fire.
Сур запущена. Цель.
Okay.
7117.
Nothing seems damaged. We have that new, that fresh char smell in the hallways now, which is nice. Covers up the smell of communism in it. Arguably better. Papadanya! Ah, we just put that fire out. Now we gotta do it again. Yeah. Like these weapons aren't even damaging our radars. Like, they're so pathetic. This is the missile, by the way. Yeah. Very fast, very accurate, but tiny little warhead.
7118.
Oh, look at his Papadania over there, huh? That's pretty good. I'm about to go to weapons hold because
7118.
the weapons we're expending on these little missiles, Papadania, no, are worth more than the thing we're shooting down. Oh man, he's on fire. Yes, he is. All right, are we within weapons range yet, please? 76 millimeter. Nope. All right, looks like he's Winchester. Yep. Now what you gonna do, big man? Huh? Now what you gonna do? Varyog might be in trouble. That's a lot of fire. Oh lordy. Let's see. Let's take a look at his fire control Yeah. Not exactly the same thing. Yeah. Which one is this? This is Varyog, right? Who am I looking at? This guy right here. Damage control. Uh-oh. We did lose some systems. We lost our RBU 6000s. Oh no! We also lost Hawk Screech, which is a fire control radar. Yeah. Oh. Well, we'll repair it. We'll make that a priority. Actually, we should probably put the fire out first. Let's do that. Let's make the fire the priority, then fix the radar. Yeah. It's hard to repair the radar when your feet are on fire from them coming up at you. That's why they don't let me run the fire control anymore. They're like, listen, you're not allowed to run damage control. Not fire control. Totally different. Yep. We'll just put that out. That's not a big deal. We didn't even slow down. We're still doing 20 knots. That's how much of a not big deal this is. Yeah. We're coming for you. We're coming for you. Now it's a gunfight. Yeah, we got guns. Got lots of guns. I'm curious if I do this. If I did a salvo of 8, I could probably sink him with this. I've got 70 of these missiles. I don't mind shooting 8 of them. Let's just see what happens. He has no air defense now. He has nothing. He doesn't even have a Sea-Whiz, close-in weapon system. Yeah. This missile is empty. And so is this one. But he does still have a cannon on the bow. But I'm about to burn him down with a bunch of these SSN-3 missiles. Oh, also, I meant to launch these. Hold on. I gotta get a couple. Flight deck. Let's go Forger. Let's go Strike Heavy with the big bombs. Launch all 4 of them. Oh, what happened? Oh, now who's Papadania now, huh? Yeah, you Papadania. All right, stop shooting them. Let them sink. Ceasefire. Check fire. Oh crap. Well, okay. I guess he'll just sink faster now. Oh my word. Yep. This is but a flesh wound. I know, right? Like the Soviet ships are built as if they expect to be damaged and on fire often. Now, to America's credit, we're really good at keeping a ship alive after it suffers a lot of damage, but this is too much. This is too much. Yeah. That's gonna hurt. Yeah. Oh boy. Well, listen, this is starting to become a little embarrassing. I didn't mean to shoot those last 2. Maybe even the last 4, but the last 2 I certainly didn't mean to do that. Oh no, the captain's boat is all messed up now. Well, he's not gonna be happy. This is the Richard L. Page. Is now a reef. Yep. All right, so let's get our planes. up in the air. Well, we're still making them ready, aren't we? So all we got to do now is sink these other guys.
Вас понял. Курс 37.
Let's see how Varyog's doing. Oh, Varyog stopped to put the fire out. Good job, Varyog. Clouds are doing something weird. Okay. That's messing with my head, so I'm going to stop doing that. Huh. It appears the fire has spread. Let's take a look at the damage control screen, see where we're at. See what's going on here. So what's happening? Oh my god, that's not good at all. Huh. Well, that's really bad, actually. Holy smokes. Hey, we still got our AK-72, AK-726 gun. And our rudder still works back there, wiggle wagon. Oh boy. Well, Hawk Screech radar has failed. Oh boy, that's not good. Yeah. Huh. Well. We might have lost that one.
Возвращаюсь на базу.
What was that call? I don't know what happened. Let's go ahead and tell him to leave the formation. And you guys are going to stay at speed. We're going to finish these merchants off and see what kind of grade we get. Yeah, if we lose the Varyog, that's a shame. Kind of didn't want to lose her. Didn't expect to be honest with you, because those little missiles, they don't do much damage. But it was the fire that did the damage. So yeah, we're finally taking them off.
Прибыл на позицию.
Alright, there we go. Let's get that last guy up in the air. We've got one more to get up in the air. I'm in formation. There we go. There we go. Okay.
Вас понял. Курс
I'm going to split these up into two ships and bomb each one of these, and that will be that. Hopefully we don't lose the Varyog before that ends, because I'm sure we won't continue to have that next campaign, next mission, if it sinks. So we're kind of in a race against time right now, because Varyog fire spread faster than expected. Okay, let's take you. Let's have you leave formation. Formation, leave formation. Come out of time. Grab that. Bomb him. You bomb him. And you bomb him. And we will watch the fireworks happen. If I can get a victory message before the Varyog sinks, I'll consider that a victory. Otherwise, we're going to lose him. Here we go. I put 4 bombs on each one of these. That's a max load. It's 1,000 kilograms total. That's a lot. A lot of high explosive.
Бомбы сброшены.
Возвращаюсь на базу. 7000.
Gone. Mission accomplished. Boom. NATO merchants have been sunk. All crews have gained proficiency of seasoned, and I did not lose the Varyog. Hallelujah. Oh my God. It'll be interesting to see what we have in the next mission, because a lot of those systems are damaged beyond repair. Yeah. And I am going to quickly exit this before it... actually, let's save it. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to exit this before it sinks the last ship we have. So yeah, it just registers it as damaged, not sunk. And decisive victory. All right, cool. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take a W on that one. Yeah, I did not expect the Varyag to almost sink. That was kind of shocking to me. All right, let's see what NATO reacts. Okay, we assess that the Soviets have deliberately opened the southern oceans to naval warfare. Yeah. Okay. The guns of Port Louis. Where is that? South Africa. Okay. Well, I'm not going to hit the play button because I don't want to know until next time. But next time we play Sea Power, we'll do mission number 2, the port of St. Louis, and see what state the Varyag's in. I secretly hope it's back to full health with a full complement of weapons, except the surface-to-surface missiles we used in the beginning. The campaign told us we would definitely not be getting those back. Yeah, but the surface-to-air missiles, I think we get those back every mission. We'll find out next time. All right, everybody. Thanks for watching. This has been a lot of fun. We started off with the Gulf of Sidra. We ended up playing this new dynamic campaign, which is great. And if you don't have Sea Power, I recommend checking it out. It's pretty good, pretty fun. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you guys on Monday. Monday's our next stream.